Signpost. Once upon a time, and in a land that can't be found, in a long forgotten forest grew a signpost from the ground, an ancient moss-covered signpost that few had ever read, for precious few had made it here to ponder what it said. The few who did would stay a while and of themselves inquire, the question etched upon the post, reading, "What do you desire?" And on this day the stars had aligned to bring 3 travelers here. A man and a woman sat in silence as I arrived with my injured friend, a deer. The man, he had a furrowed brow and a most unappealing frown. He'd steal glances at the question posed, then cast his steely eyes back down. The woman sat serenely still, upon the sign her eyes remained, her expression one of silent wonder, though by the very question she seemed pained. And my friend the deer was badly hurt, so when she stumbled from the glade, it was all she could do to glance at the sign before collapsing in the shade. And so these 3 sat quietly, the signpost question on their mind, each pondering what they'd been denied and what they longed to find. And each one had a story of why they'd come and how, and I know each of their stories, so I'll share them with you now. The man spoke first. "Do you see the yonder mountain that floats upon the wind and air? There's an ice cave at the very top, and I have come here from there. Up there I studied, lived a righteous life, and looked down on the world as wrong. And though I meditated with diligence, I lacked the peace for which I longed. Alone on the mountain I felt no joy, and my practice produced bitter fruits. And I realized I could never reach my aim because my floating mountain had no roots. I know I lack knowledge of the world because I've always stood apart, but I know I need the world with me if I'm ever to find peace in my heart." Then the woman spoke. "If it's the world you want, I can show you all that I know, for I have roots in that world, and from them I grow. But there's no love in that world, and it's love that I seek. So for me the whole world is but gray, black, and bleak. I once lived with confidence and felt invincibly strong, but judging voices got to me until all I felt was wrong. I lost the passion that had always been the core of who I am, so seeking lost love and acceptance from that harsh world I ran." I spoke next. "This fawn, she does not speak, and so the duty falls to me, for forest elves can know the thoughts of animals and trees. Her natural state is purely love. She lives her life upon a song, but protection from destruction is that for which she longs. For love is what she's made of, but in these wilds was she set free, and preyed upon by ghouls and wolves, for no defenses had she. So she first needs rest and time to heal, no more wound upon wound, before blood can congeal. Vision, knowledge, and wisdom are the next she desires to gain, for she's been blindly roaming all this time, and it's brought her naught but pain. Another blow she cannot bear, and this she surely knows, but she cannot help but boundlessly love, though streams of blood still flow." Silence descended. The answer came in silence, as so often is the case, and after all their searching, their pleas were met with grace. The man had wisdom, and with help kept his feet upon the ground. The woman brought this groundedness, and with help love was found. The fawn brought ever-increasing love, and with help was kept from harm, and so the 3 ambled on through the forest, side by side and arm in arm. And I stand by the signpost still, keeping watch over travelers in this land. And when by chance they meet up here, I'll surely lend a hand.